Hey everyone, welcome back. We're on turn 233, a bit late of a contemporary era, but we have entered the contemporary as the Japanese, and we're gonna try to end the game fairly quickly. I'm going to claim the Sydney Opera House here. Now, if you haven't watched this series, this is an 8-continent game, so everyone started on their own continent, some closer than others. Mine was completely isolated, so I couldn't attack anyone at the start of the game, which had its benefits, but also its drawbacks. But I am looking to wrap this game up fairly quickly, hopefully. And we're going to do that by taking Krakow from the British here, because we need the oil. We're going to wait a turn to do that, though. And we're going to continue to push demands on the Persians here as well, simply because that's another alternative with the oil reserves that they have. Now I need to check my uranium. So I have 1 uranium, 1 aluminum there, uranium and aluminum there. I might need more of that from someone. There's some up here. Though I think I have a non-aggression pact with purple. Do you want to trade? Oh, right, we're in an alliance. So I can actually buy their stuff. And they have this. How do they have this online? They're still in the industrial era. How do they have uranium? What? Was it improved by someone else? Maybe the Brazilians? That must be it. Well, that helps settle some of my issues at least. And we are going to go straight down the usual path to fusion reactor for that bonus to industry. Slap down some Gundam statues. Alright, I'm just going to buy a few of these because... Okay, well, forget that one. Because we are slamming Byblos into what I will just call science mode, aka collective minds. Now, Sidon, we want to keep producing money to make sure we're getting era stars. I think 1 city on collective minds might be enough. We might go for 2, though. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like a good candidate because it's not producing a lot of money. So I'll keep my era stars fairly balanced. Alright, well, this player, I need your oil, my friend. I'm so sorry, but not really. Just right in and assault. I have these ironclads for support, so I should be able to kill these guys pretty easily. Surprised I can't shoot across there. I guess the glacier rock blocks line of sight. Okay, well, I'm waiting for that. Let's quarantine science investing. And we're going to pull these guys over here. And whack whack. Okay, easy. Oh, okay, still wanted to move that, even though I won already. Okay. So, that's Krakow done. We'll start moving that army over towards their continent here. Go after this city probably because it is coastal and it has uranium. Let's get moving. Wow, 15 science on turn 235. Amazing. To be fair, science osmosis used to be really, really overpowered. Like, obscenely overpowered. That is no longer the case. Let's just finish that. And there's really no focus in this city, which isn't a big deal. Let's get whale fishing. And if we want an aerodrome as well. Honestly, like right there is fine. So we want to fill that up with aircraft in case we have to attack blue again. Okay, I've finally taken the lead in fame. Definitely a slower paced game given the map settings that I've been playing with here. Okay, Kerma, what are you doing? There's no real focus in this city. Is anyone struggling with stability? Not really. So I think what I'm going to do is just build Sydney Opera House here in Kerma, because I would like to attach it to Moreau at some point. And that'll give me a little bit of extra fame as well. So let's get some people working on that. We'll investigate inconvenient truths. Oops. And get Sydney Opera House online, because that will give me some bonuses to all my outputs. There we go. Don't have the most amazing like industry or anything in this game. I have fairly balanced outputs though, which is not bad. Go for change. Oh. Okay, need to wait a turn for these guys to show up, so they'll just hang out just off the coast, very menacingly, staring down the blue player's city. Or the teal, turquoise, I'm not really sure what color that is, to be honest. I know it's my girlfriend's favorite color, and I can recognize it by sight, but I cannot recognize it by name. Okay. Should be pretty easy, honestly. Yeah. Start sending... Yeah, they don't have any ranged units, so these transports are totally safe. Let's see if I can see anyone up on the cliffs here. I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, and we have a... Aha, nuclear weapons. Definitely wants nuclear weapons. Because, I mean, A, because they're fun, but B, because they give fame when you do the projects. And obviously, we want fame. We want lots and lots of fame. Come on, draftees. Where are you at? Okay, there they are. So we'll just blow these guys up again. Alright. And we have a foothold. I'd like to grab... What city is that part of? Oh, Harappa. Okay, that is the weirdest layout. Well, we're going to go after Harappa because it has a good set of both luxuries and strategics that we want. We honestly don't care about the city as much. Harappa's much more important. Okay. Head on fame still, which is a good sign. So, fusion reactor. I'm going to go for aerial warfare so we can start getting aluminum, and then we are going to go straight into rocket science and start working on space station, which is going to allow us to finish the game. Germans, okay. Yeah, they're pretty much out of the game. They have that one city on an island, so. Go after Harappa next. Moreau is working on Sydney Opera House. And let's... we've got another turn before we can get proper planes. I was going to get some bombers, just in case I need to war blue again. but I don't think that's necessary either. Just kind of fun, honestly. Bombers are quite good when you're able to use them. It's just that you're often not able to use them. Da, da, da. Okay. I'm going to want to get this done. Yeah. I mean, that seems fine right there. Okay. There we go. Claim a new wonder. Just gonna defend Harappa there. And Big Ben is there unfinished too. Okay, Christ the Redeemer got claimed. We'll claim Empire State Building. Just in case we want some more fame, which I'm going to. And also the Empire State Building is a pretty nice looking wonder. I do enjoy building it, so. Even though it is kind of crap. I would say, at least. Oops. Empire State Building, Empire State Building, Empire State Building, there we go. You can do Empire State Building, alright. So we finally have proper planes now as well. And gonna need that. Also gonna need that, but we might have to wait to buy that one out. Okay. Aha, they have redcoats. 58 combat strength. I have 57, but I also have a war elephant. Oh, Gatling elephant, I guess. I'm supposed to have a barricade, but I can't really see it. I'm kind of surprised they have enough gold to suddenly upgrade all these units like they just did, honestly. Pull you back. There's no threat of them coming in there because this winged hussar is not able to cross over the defenses. There's a possibility I lose a unit or two here, but as long as I hold that city, it's fine. I might sneak around and snipe that city with a few ironclads. See, why don't we have you work on the fusion test? Shoot, I might have screwed up. Yeah, I did, because I need access to the aluminum. I think I can still build that after I complete the test. Okay. These stupid redcoats. How many times has that been said in history, I wonder? Move you there. You might kill my elephant this round. I did get some, or they got some fairly lucky damage rolls on me, to be honest. Considering... Oh, and of course they take my flag. Great. Well, I'm going to lose this combat now and all these units. But whatever, I really do not care that much. Just looking to end the game at this point. Oh, apparently my units just are still alive in the middle of the enemy city, which is weird. Well, let's heal them all. Okay. What I'm going to do is let them come through there if they want to attack that way. And then these line infantry are going to hold up here. Meanwhile, this guy is going to come around towards Mohenjo-daro. Okay. How's my tech? Okay, radar almost done. Rocket science coming up in 2 more turns. I can't shoot him. Okay. Let's back up. It's because of these forests here. Guess they're just going to shuffle their units around. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of their attack was if they're just going to do that. Well, let's go snipe this city. La-di-da. Let's see, the Empire State Building's almost done. Let's get you to work on the fusion test. Snipe Mohenjo-daro. Thankfully, they still have draftees, so they can't do anything about this. And over here. Okay, that's just in a stalemate for now. I see. Okay. I was like, why is this one not one-shotting them? And it's because they get a combat strength bonus when they're on coastal water rather than deep water. Kind of like the Galleus for the Venetians. So make sure you're using ironclads on shallow water if you have the opportunity to do so. Okay, have a rebellious city here. What is going on with these rebellions, man? I don't get it. Oh, I can't. So this is a weird thing with this happens to both artillery as well as like ironclads. If there is a fortification that is destroyed and a unit on that fortification, you cannot target that unit anymore. And of course they have redcoats coming in now. Like, it seems to prioritize targeting the fortification over the unit for some reason, even though you can also target a unit that's just on a completely empty tile. Where are these redcoats even coming from? The AI just love to have random stacks of units floating around for absolutely no reason. There, we're just gonna pull everyone back. We don't need to deal with redcoats. Didn't think they'd have another army over here. I thought they would actually commit over here, but I guess not. Sure, whatever. You just stop bugging me. Overlook. And there are a lot of things we could go for. Just go for neural implant as well as communication satellite. Because we're going to finish the fusion test here. Let's turn science mode off. And once we finish the fusion test, we're going to start working on the Mars stuff. And then hopefully end the game. Apparently I can take Harappa even though I don't occupy it, so that's nice. Force surrender. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm not actually taking Harappa. That's weird. Even though I had the check mark to take Harappa. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's been some weird stuff this game. Yeah, trade luxuries, sure. Yeah, sure. Build Big Ben. Why not? We don't really care about the robotics lab. Unless you're like the Swedes or the not the Russians, the Soviets. The thing at the ends, the emblematic district, really isn't that important. Space station can go right there. Okay. Okay, space station's gonna come online pretty quickly. And might as well build Big Ben. Alright, lunar lander. Still ahead in fame, right? Yep. So we'll be able to pretty safely end the game once we have Mars colony available. Okay, Krakow. Let's get these oil. It's like the whole reason I attacked the British to begin with. Sure, just instant resolve. I really don't care. Totally irrelevant at this point. And finally, the Mars colony. Assuming there's a spot in my empire where I can actually build this damn thing. Really? Are you serious? I think that might have been the only spot I could build it. Just instant resolve. Go away. Why are there so many rebels? Is there really nowhere I can fit this? There we go. Everyone get on that, please. Thankfully I have Topkapi Palace as well, so this should go pretty fast. Just gonna make sure all my places are actually building that. You can come off science mode. There we go. Alright, so we'll end the game pretty fast here. You know, this is definitely a game I could accumulate a lot more fame in and all that. Finishing the tech tree, getting era stars. But there's really no point. So I'm not going to belabor this at all. Oh my lord, just instant resolve. Hooray. Triggers into the game the next turn. 18k. You know, it's definitely, I think it's the lowest I've ever ended a game with, because I do like to try to go for high fame. But, you know, who cares? Just, there we go. I want something easy to click for all my cities that are now building absolutely nothing. Whoops. There's still a ton of fame left open in the contemporary here. So all the satellites, all the stars here, there were still nuclear tests available. There were all the there's all the fame from these end tree techs. So this would have been like a 2300 game, or 23,000 game, but not to be this time around. I thought I said I was going to end the game. Yeah, okay. Kind of took an extra turn there. I haven't actually ended the game like that before, so I wasn't sure. I was a little surprised that I didn't just win when I clicked end turn. So this is the choice I talked about, I think, in the last episode. I'm just going to cover this really fast. There's ban, and this destroys the whale fishing improvement in one of your cities and prohibits constructing any new ones. There's regulate, which just prohibits constructing it, and there's also overlook. It gives you overproductive and moves you along the tradition axis, but it has a chance of triggering a pretty negative event. So I like to go for regulate because I have all mine built already, but in this game, not a relevant issue. Not the most flattering view of my empire there, to be honest. Okay, we just saw this part. Can we look at something else? There are other things worth viewing in my empire, I think. Okay, I just conquered that. I do like the look of that sort of plateau of Maker's Quarters, though. Oh yes, the open ocean. Very interesting. This may be the least interesting recap I think I've ever seen in a Humankind game. Yeah, there's nothing going on here. We're just looking at my holy site, I think. I have the narrator subtitles turned off and all that, so... Alright, that's enough of that. I'm curious to see how the AI did. Specifically, these two. Okay. Let's take a look at their industry. Yeah, they kind of fell off a bit. This is their main issue, is they don't really scale up on their science like the player does. Because, you know, at this 18,000 science mark or 21,000 science mark, it's still like 4 turns to research some of the endgame techs. And they're not even reaching 6,000 science per turn. So it becomes basically impossible for the AI to really do anything that late in the game. Which is too bad. Did you like their food, though? What happened to your... This must be when all their cities started rebelling. Yeah, their stability just tanked for some reason. I'm kind of curious why. Maybe they were getting a lot of stability from trading with Blue when they went to war or something, because Blue did have a lot of luxury resources. Anyway, interesting game. So thanks for tuning in for this last bit here. I know this one's a little shorter since I'm rushing to finish, but had to get this out before I left for my Christmas break. So hope you all enjoy Christmas if it hasn't passed already by the time this is uploaded. Have a great new year, and I'll see you in 2022.